Hey, MathKook here. This video contains one of many examples in my Algebra 2 library. The rest of those examples, along with hundreds of other videos, are only available at mathkook.com. Let's MathKook it up. This question says, determine the domain of the function f of x equals 5x all over x squared minus 2x minus 15. So here are some tips for finding domain. Tip number 1 says we look at for x's in the denominator, which we do have here, and then we set the denominator equal to 0 and solve for x. And whatever we get for x, those x values are not in the domain of the function. So there's no other rules here that we need to worry about. The rest of the rules pertain to roots of some sort. So we can just go ahead and apply this rule. So we're going to set the bottom here equal to 0, and then we will solve for x. So let's go ahead and factor. So we'll do guess and check method. So we have x and x. Factors of 15 are 3 and 5, and then 15 and 1. Since this is negative here, the 15, we're looking for two numbers that have different signs, so they must have a difference of negative 2. So 15 minus 1 is 14, 5 minus 3 is 2, so it must be 5 minus 3. So that's our winner here. So the signs, since we want negative 2, we want the bigger number to be negative, so we want the 5 to be negative. All right, now we just set each one of these factors equal to 0, and then solve for x. Add the 5 over, x equals 5, x equals negative 3. But in reality, x cannot equal 5, and x cannot equal negative 3 because that would make the bottom of the fraction 0, which would make the function undefined. So every other x value works in this function except 5 and negative 3. So our domain, we'll write it two different ways. So it could be all real numbers, but x cannot equal negative 3 and 5. Or we could say, in interval notation, negative infinity to negative 3, union with negative 3 to 5, union with 5 to infinity. So that basically means everything works except negative 3 because we had to skip past it. And then all the numbers between negative 3 and 5 work, but we have to skip past 5, so that's why you have parentheses, because it does not include 5. And then everything works from 5 to infinity. So these are our two answers. This one's in interval notation, and this one's kind of just more just stating the domain. So we'll box our answer here. Hey Kook, if you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop a comment. For unlimited access to all of my Algebra 2 videos, visit mathkook.com. Thanks for watching.